Hi folks, hard drives are quite expensive, so I'm pretty sure that I can find very good quality parts inside of it. So let's see how to make a fidget spinner that looks much more professional than this cheap Chinese one. So let's get started. To make a professional fidget spinner, I need to hack and modify 3 different parts of this hard drive. But first, let me remove the cover to see what's inside. So we have the memory disks, we have also a couple of very strong magnets and the arm that reads the disk. Remove also the cover top that holds the disk in place, but essentially these are the only components we are going to use to make the fidget spinner. So we have the motor, the cover top, a couple of spacers and the 2 aluminium disks. The first modification is to the motor of the hard drive. As you can see, it spins but has a little bit of friction. This is because we have some copper and a magnet and I need to take it apart. So I will use a hammer to remove the component from the aluminium base. Now I have to take away the copper cable coils, this is the stator, from the aluminium head of the motor. So I will use some force to do this. So we have the aluminium head on the side and also 3 ball bearings and the stator on the other one. Remove the 3 ball bearings with a stainless steel pin from the stator and now we can start to modify the 3 ball bearings. Even if they are small, they spin without a lot of friction. It's a good idea to remove this rubber gasket that is in place to keep away the dust and the dirt from inside the ball bearing. But this will create also a little bit of friction that slows down everything, so without this my fidget spinner will spin faster and for a longer time. All around this aluminium head motor head we have this black ring. This is a magnet and even if it's small can slow down the fidget spinner, so we can crush it and break it using a metal pinpoint. Remove it. We have to also remove these 4 electric pins of the stator because we are going to install this stator backwards. We are going to use it as a handle for my finger. So after installing the ball bearings inside the aluminum head and removing also the magnet, we can install the stator backwards. To press the parts together, I can use my vise. This is a very good idea to control the fitting of the parts, using the vise to press the components together and making sure that they spin freely again. As you can see, it spins freely without problems. Now it's just a matter of tracing the shape of our fidget spinner. We can use the shape of an original Chinese fidget spinner or just print it with a PC printer the shape we want. Trace the shape with a marker and then we can cut it using a metal saw. In this case I can use my band saw that even if install a wood blade I can cut aluminium very easy, and going slowly I can cut the shape in a couple minutes this way. It's a good idea then to use a metal file or some sandpaper to remove all cutting edge from all parts. This is aluminium and I can cut it very easy, but aluminium is also very light and this is the result. It's very light as I told you, so it's a good idea to make 2 more blades like this, and this give a little bit of weight to the fidget spinner so we can handle it better. It's a very nice thing to have in our hand. So I can install all the parts on top of the aluminium head of the motor and on top of the ball bearings, and this is the procedure for parts of the fidget spinner. Now that they are all on top of each other, I can file the parts together and sand them smooth. Put the top in place using 6 existing little screws. And now everything spins freely. We just have to put the other handle for our finger, so a 6mm long screw, a metal washer and little spacer is needed to do this. This will be screwed inside the central pin, stainless steel pin of the hard drive, and this is enough to make the second handle for my thumb. This spins freely but isn't very beautiful, it's not a nice design. So I took apart from another hard drive another stator. In this case it looks like the one of Iron Man. So I will place it on top of the metal washer using an epoxy glue, and this is the result. drive, folks. I'm very excited on the result of this fidget spinner because the idea of using the ball bearings inside the hard drive was a very good one, because they are excellent ball bearings, and as you can see they spin almost double the time of the Chinese fidget spinner or more time. It looks like it's endless, so I'm very excited. And it has also a mirror finish on top that looks like almost it is transparent, or you can reflect the sky or the sun in your face. It's a very strange project. So if you are lucky, you can find also older drives that are gold plated on top or silver plated, so they are very expensive, and you can make a very nice and expensive fidget spinner. Be careful, because also older drives have the discs that are in glass, so make sure what type of material you are working on. So at this point I leave you with my two previous projects. So how to make a scuba torch, an LED 200 watt torch, you find the link here, and also the previous project that was a musical string shooter that shoots a string with the rhythm of the music that you can connect to your amplifier. So check them out and see you next week with another do-it-yourself tutorial. Ciao ciao!